Hey everybody. The one thing I like about the internet is you can discover a lot of things that you didn't know about. Mostly if you were a a comic book or cartoon or in this case an anime fan. Because you discover all different kinds of anime you didn't even know existed. For me, I've discovered a few animes I didn't even know about. Like Pauline, Pollen, The Princess Knight, Queen's Blade, and when it comes to movies, Revolutionary Girl Utena, Baji, the Mighty Monster of Nature, 1001 Nights, if you know what I mean, and Bandar book, all sorts of animes I didn't even know about. And that especially goes for an anime that looked familiar, but I didn't even know about or know the name of it until I saw it, and that is Dream Hunter REM. That's right. And this anime was very, very interesting. It caught my attention months ago, but I couldn't really think of the name, or I didn't know about it that much. But basically, from what I understand, Dream Hunter REM, or New Dream Hunter REM, if you will, is an anime about a young woman who looks like a young girl, but is a young woman who is a private investigator, detective, if you will, that has the ability, thanks to her two pets, if you will, a dog and a cat, to basically she has this overall ability, special ability, to enter people's dreams and fight off the demons and creatures that turn those dreams into nightmares. Now, apparently this has gotten a lot of reviews, a lot of people like it. The original story that I heard about was it originally started out as a hentai, which is really surprising, because when you look at it you think, no way that could have started out as a hentai. Well, it did. It started out as a hentai. And what's more amazing about it is they actually, because of its popularity, not just with adults, but obviously with everybody, with all ages, they decided to not only bring out more OVAs, if you will, on it, but with those OVAs, tone down on the hentai, if you will. They kind of, well, they didn't just tone it down. They got rid of the hentai completely, and even with the first OVA, they did a re-release where they took out all the hentai, which I have to say is a good move. Now, this anime apparently is action-adventure. It's mystery and suspense. It's horror. It's a mixture of all genres. It's got comedy. It's got action. It's got drama. Like I said, it's just a mixture of all certain different kind of drama, genres there. And it's very, very, and from what I've seen, it's very, very unique. And I definitely have to say, I'm definitely lucky to have downloaded it when I did. So now all I have to do is transfer my downloads to DVD. The only thing that I think a lot of people kind of find unique about this, and I know there's a lot of anime fans here on YouTube that may know more about the show than I do, but what I find funny about it, or not just funny but unique about it, and some people have pointed this out because they've asked questions about it, is the fact that REM, that's her name obviously, ends up dying a lot in the dreams, but she always gets reconstituted, if you will, back to normal. Either she's eaten by a creature, or she's stabbed and all that. She still, is reconstituted back to normal. But one of the things I always found unique about it was the fact that not once, but twice, maybe more, I'm not really sure, but once or twice so far that I know, she ends up getting turned into she ends up getting disintegrated into into a skeleton. It's no lie. It's no lie. In fact, if you look on YouTube, you put, not YouTube, but you look on Google and you type in acid bath and you along with Dream Hunter REM, and you'll see what I mean. But like I said, as far as I know, that's her turning into a skeleton was twice, as far as I know. The second time, she basically, this demon-like creature sprayed this kind of smoke at her, and her entire skin just melted off. Her skin, her hair, everything just melted, and it basically just caused basically everything, her skin and all that, just to melt off into a puddle. And all you see, and all that's left is her skeleton that just falls apart as it hits the ground. And then, and that's the second time. But then she reconstitutes herself, just like that. But the first time this happened was in the OVA, I think, called Nights Around Her Bed or something like that. Nights Around Her Bed. And in that one, you got this demon-like sorceress or something like that, has this power towards the end. She basically hits Rem with this power, and Rem ends up not only aging to the point that she turns into a skeleton that falls onto the ground. Now you would think, okay, well, wait a minute. She reconstitutes herself, just like that in the second run. She comes back from death just like that all the other times. What's going on here? Well, apparently, from what I've seen, she remained as a skeleton and all that to kind of help this young girl that she was trying to protect, be brave and stand up to her fears, from what I can understand. Again, maybe some of you out there that know the show better than I do can give a better explanation. Apparently, but basically she helps this young girl stand up to her fears by remaining that way. Because what's funny, what I found unique about this, and this is not just for anime, but it's for all kinds of animation, is you have like basically three or four different scenes of her, in that as a skeleton form. Not only do you see her collapse into nothing but bones, but the second part is you see her in her skeleton form. You see the smoke suddenly just rise up from her skeleton, and in the second form you see nothing but her skull, and then all of a sudden that starts to disintegrate, and you think, okay, it obviously means she's history now. And then you see the sorceress standing over her body, which looks like it's nothing but smoke coming out. And then after that, the young girl's, I guess, starting to conquer her fear, and you see the body just like as it originally collapsed almost. Nothing disintegrated, nothing. And as soon as the young girl conquers her fears, it's like Rem just pops up just like that. And again, maybe some of you guys out there that are anime buffs probably know this better than I do, but to me that's really unique. I mean, you would think, okay, she pops up just like that in the second OVA, but in this OVA, she waits to what? A young girl conquers her fears to do it? To you it may not make sense, but to me that's what I like about the internet. The fact that you can discover information and discover different kinds of animes and cartoons and stuff that you didn't even know about existed. So, and that's what I like about it, and that's how I found out about Dream Hunter REM, or New Dream Hunter REM, despite how you call it. And I think it's very interesting. Again, maybe some of you anime buffs out here on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter probably know better than I do about it. So if you want to comment, do a video response on it with more information down below, go ahead. MJ Knight, if you want to do one, that's fine. Anybody else out there, go ahead. Animat, Electric Dragon, if you want to do someone. Huey Toonmore, if you guys want to do one, go ahead. James Sullivan, Jamie Toot, if you want to talk about it. But again, this is a very unique anime that, was in obscurity from the mid-'80s up until recently. So I definitely would say check it out if you have not heard about it or seen it. So that's all I'm going to say on it. Comment down below if you like. Tell me what you think. Video response if you want, if you know more about the show than I do. And I will talk to you all later.